What's good, YouTube? We got a video from the dog Billa Hassan. We got Greek heroes were so easy to rage bait. So I was gonna pre-fire a little like, you know what I'm saying? As always, make sure y'all give him a sub. Give me a sub, turn that bell on, you know what I'm saying? Only 99% of y'all are not subscribed. Only 1% of y'all are subscribed. So you subscribe and you become the 1%. A lot of us ain't gonna hit the 1% of life, but you hit the 1% of this channel. You know what I'm saying? And as always, it's your main man Sly. Sliding on your timeline to provide you with some content. Without further ado, just slide straight in.
Chill, relax. Hey, calm down. What's up, y'all? You know, happy Black History Month. You know, happy Valentine's Day.
Why does he got a projector in the back? At first, I'm about to say something about the camera quality or like the crib, because he's been in this crib. Like the oldest videos he has, he's in this crib. And I realized he has like a projector right there, but he getting to bread.
All the black queens and all like that. Sorry. Anyways, the Greek heroes were terrible people.
Is this nigga serious?
Yeah,
Low
sorry
key.
to just blunt force it right in, pause. But all the way back in Greek mythology, I realized something. The Greek heroes may have actually been worse than the gods. They were
Straight
filled with
demons.
ego, malice,
Well,
and just
they're not worse than the gods, but they're a product of their environment.
plain evil. And you already know I'm not going for that, man. Gotta stick up for my boy Zeus. I don't actually affiliate myself with Zeus.
Oh, bro.
Or like sexual assault. Anyways,
Back up, gang.
you knew I had to talk about the Greek heroes, man. So I told you to like, subscribe, comment, give me the 50K subs, and mama, we made it. You have to
Yes, sir.
subscribe, bro. You have to, man. Let's get this video started, gang.
Pull up on my block, we smoke that AEO. Pull up on my block, we smoke that AEO.
First person we're gonna talk about on this list is my boy Hercules. Now I know what y'all probably thinking. Is his name Heracles? Shut up talking to me.
I don't want to meet nowhere. Pull up in front of my house, man.
The name's important, but he's more like colloquially or popularly known as Hercules. So to go, actually, it's like, how do you know? I don't know what his actual name is. You have no way of knowing that. I'm saying this because it's what's commonly known as. It's like if you go, hey, bro, you got some ibuprofen. It's actually acetaminophen. Like just call it by what it's casually referred
Matter of fact,
to.
you ain't even got to pull up in front of my house. Pull up in front of the motherfucking precinct and let's bang out.
I'm sorry to say,
I
but
hate you.
Hercules sounds
Let's
better.
die.
It's gonna hurt because the Romans did it first, man. Jason, Grace, Piper, and Leo were onto something, man. Heroes of Olympus.
knows
So anyways,
ball.
the story starts with Zeus cheating on his wife. Oh my god. It's like clockwork at this point.
That's all he
what
does,
story
bro.
is there where Zeus isn't cheating on his wife, gang? I had genuinely think that Zeus was behind most
said,
of
"I
all Greek
genuinely."
tragedies.
This nigga is
But
trash.
anyway, Zeus got with this mortal woman named Alcmene. That what's going on, shawty?
W
Can I share
name.
my wife with you? Now I know what it looks like, you know, king of the gods, end up a mortal woman, but hey.
Yo, alchemy might be a tough name. I'm gonna have to write that down, bro. You ain't never met somebody named Alchemy, gang. The only problem is like nicknames. What nickname could you have? The only nickname I can see is like Al, but like that's like very masculine. Alchemy to me sounds like a feminine type name, so a masculine nickname won't cut it.
It's charity work, really. Also, on high key, just hate my wife, man.
What are we doing this for, brother?
So as
Yeah,
soon
he
as
moving
Zeus
like
got
Justin
Alcmene
Bieber.
pregnant, you know, Hera found out. And you know, like most of y'all's girlfriends and boyfriends, when they found out you were
You started
cheating on them,
hating.
she was furious, man.
Reasonably
Nigga
so.
wasn't
Though.
talking to me. I'm gonna let that be known right now. He was talking to y'all niggas.
But of course, she didn't want to attack Zeus about it because
Hey.
he was a fake demon. So she targeted the baby, who we know as Hercules.
It's Zeus though. She won't win it now.
Hera literally did everything in her power to delay and manipulate the birth of Hercules. She was really about to slime out Alcmene, bro. But by the grace of the
Come
gods,
on.
you know, Hercules was
Yeah.
born. And as soon as he touched down on the map, Hera sent 2 snakes after him.
Spawn
And instead
camping.
of crying, you already know Hercules was on that, bro. Is that 2 serpents? Now, growing up, Hercules always had a temper, you know, just like his father Zeus. There was one day Hercules was in school, okay? He had this music teacher, and Hercules was playing his lyre. You know, he was doing good, but, you know, he did a little bit bad on one of the notes. So the music teacher, you know, wanted to correct him.
Is it liar or is it lear? I think I've heard liar before. But like I've always thought lear, or like in my head I get like an Italian pronunciation. It's like lire. But I think it's probably lear. I feel like liar. I feel like I would know if it's liar.
Hey, Hercules. That's
Could be,
I like
though.
your lyre playing, but, you know, you're kind of missing the A stroke, B stroke on the keys. Oh, I only spent hours trying to fix this. Oh, I'm off on the note, right, teacher? Yes, you're kind of off on the note. There's nothing wrong, you know. We
Just
can
a little
fix it.
bit.
Hey, I got a better
You feel
idea.
me?
How about I fix you, man? How about I
Up
fix you,
pole.
man?
Hey.
Now, you know, he didn't actually do all that, but he did kill him with the lyre. So when Hercules finally grew up all
Dang.
the way, you know, he was this super strong man, you know, demigod. He's going
Yeah.
great. He got a baddie wife and some children, man. And life is good. But Hera's hated self was still not satisfied, man.
The money. Right now. I hate you, nigga. Let's die.
She hallucinates Hercules' mind
I never get that either. Like, I'm a huge fan of stories and narratives that follow like the fact that the sins of the father are not always the sins of the son. And it doesn't necessarily like just mean like, oh, if your dad was a criminal, you know, that doesn't automatically make you a criminal. It applies to your mom too. I just like the point of like, just because someone was responsible for like helping you become who you are, doesn't mean you who have like received some type of help in your growth and your journey from them should be punished as if you were them. I get it when it's in the attempt of like, oh, let me hurt this person that's innocent close to them to like hurt them and maybe they'll know how I felt. That is like, it's not a good reason. Your villainy, I'm not co-signing, but like to me that's more of a valid reason than like, oh, because your dad did this, you're a baby, I'm gonna make your life hell. It's like the sins of the father, not the sins of the son, bro. Especially when the nigga ain't even raising him. It's Zeus. So it's like, how do you know he's even gonna care if this little dies? Like, it's not gonna teach him a lesson.
It makes him kill his wife and children for genuinely no reason. Oh, this can't be. Why? Why did I switch down my wife and kids? Who did this? And the worst part about this is because Harris said he's got to atone for his sins and he's got to complete 12
The
whole
trials,
raiders, including killing an Nemean lion, killing a Hydra, capturing
those are supposed to be
Cerberus
impossible
himself,
too.
Hades' his dog, and cleaning the dirtiest stables you've ever seen in your entire life.
Tell him to bring me my money.
Hercules has crashed out and fallen for Ragebait on many different accounts, including killing his friends, killing guests, and overreacting constantly. Eventually, he marries this girl named
This teaches him
and
patience,
some
low-key.
gigantic centaur tries to attack her one day, man. And you already know Hercules
He
was
got
not going for
slobbed.
that. And as he dies, the centaur tricks Daenerys into taking some of his blood, claiming it's a love charm.
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me though.
Take my blood, please. It's a love charm for your husband. A love charm? Oh, there's
What,
no way
bruh?
line. I'll take it right now.
This nigga is trash.
How you gonna trust the nigga that just tried to
Years later,
attack
thinking
you?
that Hercules is unfaithful to his wife, which is her, she puts the poison on a robe and gives it to him. She literally killed Hercules. After everything he went through, he got done in by his girl. GG's, bro. I've never seen something like this happen, man. This gotta be up there with them crazy X stories, gang. But anyways, let's get on to the next one.
What you thought was a love? My goat Perseus. Yeah, he made the Pegasus by beheading. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Pegasus.
Now, Perseus, the man himself, one of the only Greeks that had a good ending. Man,
He has
Percy
such
Jackson
good
could
PR.
have-
Hell yeah.
That's not ridiculous to say that.
Now, his story starts with something we all hate, prophecy. His grandfather hears that his son was going to take him out the game. So you already know Big King Acrisius could not go out like that. So he locked his
Right.
daughter up to Nay, Perseus' mom, so she could never have a kid. But here comes Zeus.
And that's how it's gonna happen.
What is going on with you? I see that you're locked in a tower there. Don't worry, I'm going to turn into some golden rain and we can get something shaking. Where'd the R.
Golden
Kelly?
rain?
Yes, on some R. Kelly time, and Zeus literally turned into a golden shower and slipped into Danae's chamber. He impregnated
Brother,
her as
what?
golden rain. Zeus, what do you got going on, gang?
Back up, gang.
So once Danae finally has Percy,
It reminds me of how Loki is like, I don't know if he's the father and the mother, but like how he's like the father of Sleipnir. It's like the idea of transforming into something else to have kids with something that you're not supposed to have kids with, it really puts into perspective that like when you look at Christianity and a lot of religions that are like monotheistic, I think that's how you say that. They have like one God. It's always like the perspective is always like, oh, that God is like all powerful, they're tough, they have aura. But in mythology, it was really like stories that are meant to show you that if there are many gods that are like doing different things, then that means we're just like them. So you see that like they have desires, and more importantly than that, them niggas just be getting bored, bro. Like, what possesses you to go, man, you know what I'm saying? I got a wife, I got so many baby mamas, bro. I'm not feeling any of them today. Let me go find some random person and become a random thing so I can have kids with them. Like, what, bro?
King Christus, he was kind of scared. So he immediately threw Perseus and his mom into the ocean, locked in a
I remember-
chest. Wow, they had no...
The Percy Jackson story really talks about this. I read some of the books, but I never like heard it from the books. But they put it forefront in the show with like how the story of Percy Jackson. It's talked about in like the first like episode, I think. And she's like, oh, they sung a song, and as long as they were together, they'd be able to get through anything, because they were stuck in a storm.
Mercy back in Greek mythology, man.
Now I gotta pull up.
But it was low-key moving like God in the Old Testament of the Bible.
Everybody dying, me included. I ain't going to jail.
Fun fact, historically, depending on how peaceful your civilization was, or how much suffering you had, that's what determined how like they viewed gods. Like there's a lot of like evil gods in like say Egypt, right? But there's also some good gods. Like there's the god of names, and she's like the mother. I'm trying to remember her name right now, but I can't. There's Osiris, there's Anubis, there's so many. But if you look at like Mesopotamian and how they viewed gods, they thought they were wrathful because like they were always like suffering, but they lived in terrible land. And because they didn't have science to explain certain things, it's like, oh, gods must hate us. Good. Our land be infertile, floods be happening, and it's just be dying. So instead of going, oh, there's gods for this, gods for that, it was just more of like, there's gods, and they make us suffer.
Drifting through the ocean for God knows how long. They land on this island ruled by this guy named King Polydectes. And Polydectes, you know, he got good taste. You know, he want Percy's mom. But our boy Percy did not want that to happen, man. Yo, hey, I'll let y'all live here. You know, just give me a fine-out mom. My mother, no, why? So the king throws a banquet and pretends he's collecting wedding gifts. Perfect, go get started. What, you were serious? I guess, bro, man.
Hey.
Talking about this plan is not only does Percy have to go and try and kill Medusa, Medusa has two sisters, Tithena and Uriel. All three of these Gorgons have a gaze that can turn you straight into stone.
Oh, brother, whoa. Now,
But here's the key detail. Medusa is the only mortal one. And also to even find Medusa, Perseus had to go track down the Grey sisters. Three ancient sisters that share one eye, one tooth, and pass it around. Yeah, what my mother? Y'all gonna give me my answers, alright? I need to go kill them Gorgons, so unless you want your eye back, well, let me know. So taking those three old ladies' eyes, they tell Perseus exactly what the Gorgons are. They also lead him to these nymphs that give Perseus the most boosted armor of all time. A magical bag to hold Medusa's head to safety, Hermes' winged sandals, an invisibility helmet from Hades himself, a curved sword that could cut anything, and Athena gave him a mirrored shield. And the best part, Hermes was gonna guide him to the Gorgons. Perseus, if you lose this fight, you're just sorry. Hey, Prime Sisyphus wouldn't need any of this, by the way.
Oh my
Boosted Perseus.
God, bro, is dick riding all you do?
Come on, Sisyphus, the nigga that did the squats?
Just sorry. Hey, Prime Sisyphus wouldn't need any of this, by the way.
Oh my God, bro, is dick riding all you do? No, like you literally got that nigga dick in your mouth right now. I see it.
So we're finally here, alright? The big fight. What's gonna happen? Three Gorgons, one Perseus. Now you would think, oh, he's a fighter. He's gonna go out in a blaze of glory. Nah, he snuck them. Yep. Who's your daddy?
Hey.
Kills Medusa, takes her head and escapes, man. Oh my goodness. Perseus killed Medusa with utter succession. And I'm glad in Greek mythology, you know, they don't shun sneaking. Anyways, on the way home, Perseus sees this woman chained to a rock. Her name is Andromeda. Now, the reason she was chained to this rock is because her mother said she was better than these sea nymphs. And Poseidon...
Andromeda? Like the name of our galaxy?
You already know how angry he gets, man.
I know we live in the Milky Way galaxy, but like Andromeda is one of the...
What a great... You said Andromeda's better than who? Do you see how these sea nymphs are coming, man? This is what you're not gonna do, okay? I don't let people have opinions next to my seat, alright? Hey, yo, chain her up, man. Now, the craziest part is Perseus literally goes to her parents after hearing this sob story and asks, if I save her, can I marry her? Oh my goodness, Valentine.
No. Oh my goodness, Valentine! No, whoa, no! That is not the shot.
I don't know. That can't really be a miss. Your daughter is like gonna be stuck somewhere for eternity, and he like pretty much goes like, "Hey, I'm gonna save her from the castle." Like she is kind of fond though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Can I have her hand in marriage? Can me saving her be my? You know what I'm saying?
Her parents agreed. So he kills the monster because he has Medusa's head now. What's stopping him? And finally gets to marry Andromeda, man. We made it. Now, at the wedding, Andromeda's ex-fiance, Phineas, came out of nowhere. His name's Phineas. Are we serious? It also
Phineas
kind of better. That's her uncle.
is this nigga serious?
Now, you already know Perseus is like, yo, relax. We can talk about this, man, okay? Your girl just likes me better, you know, because I saved her life. You gonna take my girl, a.k.a. my niece, that I watched grow up and marry? You gonna know pain. Oh, man.
Bro's a groomer.
Man, no, I will not, gang. Immediately, Perseus Medusa's
See,
head
but
turned
how she
Phineas
gonna-
and all of his soldiers in the stone. Perseus with Medusa's head is like him getting his first switch, bro. And even as soon
But then it's like, how is he gonna be with his girl if he just smoked her uncle? That has to be conflicted emotions.
as he came home, remember King Polydectes, the man that wanted Perseus' mom? Yeah, he was trying to assault her. And you already know how happy Perseus was when he saw this, man. Oh, you playing with my mother? Oh, yes. Oh my goodness, I can use this. Oh, man.
That was cold.
Man. Yes. Paul, I love you, man. Jesus Christ, they gotta take that Medusa head with Perseus, man. So later after this, Perseus goes to compete in an athletic game, you know, in another kingdom. He throws a discus so hard, it flies and hit King Acrisius in the head, man. Killing him and completing the prophecy, bro. That is how the game goes, my brother. You cannot run from fate. Man, Perseus' life was actually amazing. I'm not sure one bad thing happened to him. He pulled a baddie and got his first pole. What more could you need? Man, anyways, let's get on to the next one.
Right hand on the Bible. God can strike me down if I'm lying. That motherfucker's cheating! Take my word!
So there's this guy named Bellerophon, and you know, like these other people, he didn't start as no type of hero, okay? This story actually starts off with him accidentally sliming somebody out, man. Alright, bro, friendly fade, man, friendly fade. Let's do it. Oh, no, he died! Yeah, you know, he was in this fight and immediately killed some dude. Because of that, he got exiled, because apparently in Greek mythology, killing somebody pollutes your soul. So just like in the 21st century, he goes to court, where this man called King Proteus gotta, like, you know, decide his fate. But his wife, the queen Antea, immediately falls in love with bro.
Wow.
Y'all can say I got
this motherfucker cheated.
W Riz.
Oh, man, get off of me! No, I do not want you, gang. And that bruised her ego so bad that she told King Proteus that, you know, Bellerophon assaulted her.
Rewind that and say what you just said one more time.
Ooh, you said, ooh, he what? How dare he do this to you? Guards, kill this man. We can't kill him? Sacred laws? Oh my god. Alright, give him a letter and tell him to send it to the king next door so we can take him out the game, man. So that's like what they did. They gave this dude Bellerophon a letter and told him to send it to the king and another kingdom to read this. And since in the letter it said take the person carrying this out the game, that's what's going to happen. Now the second king next door, you know, his name was Ragebait. And he's chill, bro. He's cool as a mint, man. He didn't want to kill him immediately. You know what? I kind of like you, son. You remind me of me. I mean, whatever that means, bro. Instead of killing you, you know what? Go kill that chimera. We've been having a problem with that. Yeah, he put this dude Bellerophon on the impossible task to go kill a chimera. Now, mind you, the chimera has a lion body, a goat head, it breathes fire, and has a snake tail. What the heck is that?
You're
a mix of things,
You're so stupid.
Now, you guys remember in Perseus' story when he killed Medusa? Yeah, apparently a Pegasus came out of Medusa's body. You know, I guess that makes the Pegasus her son. So with the help of Athena, Bellerophon, you know, he goes to tame that Pegasus. So he flies over to attack the chimera and takes him out the game immediately.
We go all the way to the top. We go all the way we can stop.
So he came back and told King Ragebait, is that all you got, gang? Oh, okay, you're a big man now, okay? I want you to fight this Olimi tribe. I want you to battle the Amazons, and I need you to survive some ambushes, all right? We're gonna give you the works. Bellerophon wins every single time. He's fought in condition to the point where
what he said, when betting, always bet on Bellerophon.
Nothing was stopping him. Nobody could beat him.
That nigga wasn't talking to me. I'm gonna let that be known right now. He's talking to y'all niggas.
He's putting BTA so bad that he starts to believe that he's a god himself. So he mounts Pegasus and flies upwards towards Olympus to go live with the gods.
GG's, bro. They gonna smite him for that.
Up there, I would have too.
They gonna smite him for that, bro.
You know, this was hubris, the deadliest flaw in Greek mythology. So Zeus saw this and said,
"Oh, this nigga think he tough."
What does that guy think? Yo, Poseidon, Hades. Oh, you can, dude. You cannot hang with us, gang.
In his sky, too.
He's flying up towards us because he think he can hang with the guys. Man, take that lightning bolt. Stay down.
The legendary Scruncho. Word. This nigga's legendary? Based on what? What has he done? How long has he been in the game?
So on some Icarus time and Bellerophon falls from the sky. Yeah, let it be known, man. If you don't got any godly blood in you and your name does not start with Sisyphus, you leave the gods alone, man.
Hell, get off that nigga dick, bro. What is you doing?
So after he fell from the sky, you know, the god Bellerophon himself still survived it. You know, he was crippled, you know, broken, but he's still alive. That ain't hurt.
This is too tough.
Oh, man. Man. That did not
hurt. What are you saying that didn't hurt?
Oh, my God.
And if it didn't with another one.
I made a mistake. All right, I can't hang with y'all. That's my fault, man. Well, back to Gunja Aphrodite. I'll see y'all later, though, man. Ugh. I'm not gonna lie, Bellerophon was always on timing, but he always backed it up too. That's gotta make him like a dog adjacent. You know, Bellerophon?
Nah, he's a dog for sure.
God, bro. Oh, hell.
Oh, this nigga a little lame.
Fuck, man.
Now, Jason.
Pretty lame, man.
The story started kind of just like Perseus with a prophecy. Now, Jason, you know, he was a nepo baby, a prince, and his uncle Peleus immediately stole the throne from his father. To which Peleus heard a prophecy: beware the man with one sandal. Man, what type of random prophecy? Watch out, bro. Now, Jason grows up hiding raised by this centaur named Chiron. Yes, the same Chiron from Percy Jackson. We know, man. And when he comes back to claim the throne, this old lady passes by, and he decides to help her cross the river. And in the process, he loses the sandal. Oh no, it's starting to make sense now.
I'm like, this motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
The whole time, the old woman was Hera in disguise, and she favored Jason because she ain't like Peleus. So as soon as Jason walked in the city, Peleus immediately peeped he got one sandal. Whoa, buddy. Hey, man. Chop rice. Yeah, one question, man. If someone was trying to take your throne, what would you do? Well, great question. You know, I think I would, send him go get the golden fleece. You know, that's a suicide mission, so I was sending him out like that. Oh, for real?
Go get that golden fleece.
Rewind that and say what you just said one more time.
Yeah, Jason picked his own suicide mission. He didn't even know that was a king. king. Now mind y'all, the Golden Fleece was all the way in Colchis, started by a fire-breathing dragon, these really ancient, evil, super strong tribes, and all types of brutal challenges. So Jason decides to assemble the Argonauts, a bunch of legendary heroes. Now he wasn't the strongest, he wasn't the fastest, he didn't pull the most HUDs, but he was the face of the team, you know, kind of like Robin from Teen Titans. Now as soon as Jason and the Argonauts
rewind that and say what you just said one more time.
Didn't pull the most HUDs, a bunch of legendary heroes. Now he wasn't the strongest.
You could argue Beast Boy is stronger than Robin. Starfire is probably the best pick there.
He wasn't the fastest.
If we're talking actual strength, probably Raven. Fastest, you probably get at the Starfire too.
He didn't pull the most HUDs.
He didn't pull the most hoes. Come on, bro. You know that's my Dick Grayson all day, man. Come on, bro. Don't play on my goat.
But he was the face of the team, you know, kind of like Robin from Teen Titans. Now, as soon as Jason...
You ain't know, non-hot take. It's just, if you know, he low-key clears the fuck out of Batman. Mid-diff.
When the Argonauts reached Colchis, they saw this giant fire-breathing dragon.
Oh, brother. Whoa. Now.
That dragon would have absolutely taken Jason out the game if this sorceress named Medea didn't save him. And she was the daughter of King AIDS. Now, she goes and gives Jason a potion that makes him fully fireproof, as well as a sleeping spell so Jason can, you know, slip in and get the fleece. Now, let me be clear. Jason did not win this fight alone at all. Matter of fact, he only won because of Medea. She carried him.
Do the knowledge, nigga.
And you already know there's no such thing as boy and girlfriends, man. Aphrodite immediately made them fall in love with each other. Well, made Medea fall in love with Jason. So after stealing the Golden Fleece from the kingdom, you know, Medea's brother tries to stop them. Hey, sister, stop. Dude, do not go with that man. Come back, bro. Oh, shoot, Medea, what are we gonna do? Did you just shoot him? You did not have to do that. We were like 40 meters away from him, gang. Not only does Medea kill her own brother, she chops him up into little pieces and throws him in the sea. Now, Jason saw this and was a little bit scared, but hey, whatever gets to the throne, man. So Jason finally returns with the Golden Fleece, and Peleus still doesn't want to give up the power. But Medea's evil self got it. She tricks his own daughters into killing him by convincing them that she can rejuvenate him. What are we talking about, man?
What?
Back up, gang.
So ultimately, you know, he dies and Jason dies. But the people are horrified, so Jason and Medea immediately get exiled. Years later, they settle in this place called Corinth. You know, they have...
How do we get exiled? Do people know that she coerced them? Because if not, you should be afraid of the king's bloodline. His kids grew mad and slimed him out, and you're blaming me? Like, deny. Yeah, I'm not getting booked for that.
It's great. But Jason, Jason wants more. He decides to marry the princess of Corinth. This nigga is trash.
He got Medea, bro.
We hate our wives, man. We on that Zeus, man.
We do not hate our wives. I actually love my wife. It's like, bro, especially because she's a sorcerer, it's like she's gonna curse you. This right here is the birth of voodoo dolls.
Man, looks like I don't need this anymore. Woo! Come to Papa. Now, Medea sees this as a betrayal, you know, as she should. For sure. Be honest, Jason was probably the most arrogant, evil man in all of Greece. Because he fully believed that Medea needed him so she won't be mad. He had main character syndrome in Greek mythology.
Gotcha.
And Medea, she pretends to accept the divorce, okay? To which she poisoned the Queen of Corinth, and that poisoned her father. And then she killed her and Jason's kids. She squad wiped the whole lineage.
What are we doing this for, brother?
And after all that, she escaped in a chariot made by the gods.
To be fair, she did literally like convince someone's daughters to slime them out. Why do you trust her enough in terms of to not crash out on you?
Whose side are y'all on? So years later, Jason wanders back to his old ship, you know, the Argo. Man, after all this time, man.
What's good, John?
One heck of a basketball player, man. I used to be one heck of a warrior, man. This was me. Who knew that manipulating women and my wife and killing people that didn't deserve to be killed would lead me here, man? Is that a flying piece of rubble? Yeah, some piece of decaying wood fell on the ship and, you know, killed Jason. That was his legacy. He died under decaying wood, man. Now, Jason wasn't a good guy in the slightest, but he wasn't that bad either. All he ever really wanted was to look for his father's name, just to get done the craziest way by life itself, man. Not even the Greek gods. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of this video. I think I really found my love for talking about Greek mythology again.
Shout out my Bila, man. Shout out Bila Hassan. Make sure I get that boy to 40K, and as always, make sure you stay happy, healthy, hydrated. Without further ado, you know it's time to catch me next. Peace.